watching Luntha television, and it's time for news. My name is Helbert Katanda. First, let's have a look at our top stories. The 16th General Ordinary Assembly of the Synod of Bishops focuses on decision-making. Experts fear hiking of liquefied petroleum gas would affect environment. Rural women in need of empowerment for national development. And in news from elsewhere, Kenya's High Court rejects a move to stop David President's impeachment debate. We have these and more other stories. Just stay tuned then. Work in the Synod over the past few days has concentrated on the pathways section of the Instrumentum Laboris, with a particular focus on how church leaders make and implement decisions. During the daily press conference on Monday, Dr. Sherry Pires, the secretary of the Synod's Commission for Information, emphasized the importance of hearing the experiences of the church in different contexts, noting the problems that sometimes arise in finding harmony between Christian traditions and local practices and laws. She said insights and suggestions have come from those already experiencing diverse existing realities. We have the details.
Dr. Pauls noted some of the more prominent themes of the past few days, including the importance of children in Catholic schools and the role of schools in information and evangelization. Another important topic was the question of abuse, especially abuse suffered by women religious, with various speakers highlighting the need to promote policies and procedures to address the issue. Once again, the role of women in the church generally was an important topic of discussion, including the need for women to have greater role in seminary formation. For his part, the president of the Commission for Information, Dr. Paul Lufin, highlighted the discussion on the need to involve women and lay people in general in decision-making processes within the church. He also addressed issues surrounding accountability, including what that means in an ecclesial context and how it can be achieved. Other topics mentioned in the numerous interventions over the past few days included the need to enhance already existing synodal realities, learning from those churches that already practice synodality in various decrees, and the need to resist any kind of clericalism through closeness, dynamic relationships, and involving people throughout the church in decision-making. Among the guests at Monday's press conference was Sister Gloria Liliana Franco Echeverri, ODN, President of the Latin American Confederation of Religious Men and Women, and a witness of the synodal process. In her opening remarks, Sister Lillian said the Assembly reflections place before us the action of Jesus, the evangelical values and style that must permeate synodality. She also highlighted the need for meaningful formation based on commitment, witness, and undertaken with others in a way that allow us to adopt the style of Jesus. Sister Liliana also spoke about discernment, which offers the possibility of determining what the Holy Spirit is asking of the Church. Discernment, both personal and communal, she said, helps us to look together in our diversity for certitude concerning the journey and mission. To this end, she emphasized the importance of participatory structures through the Church. Finally, Sister Liliana took note of the discussion on Monday morning, which largely revolved around the concepts of transparency and culture, not so much as tools, but as culture that must exist in the Church and that must permeate the methods and identity of the Church.
The Catholic Congregation of the Theresian Sisters has called for concerted efforts in the provision of food to people living with HIV and AIDS, as most people are affected by hunger in the lean season. Sister Mlenga of the congregation met the sentiments in Dedza on the sidelines of the distribution of maize to members of the support groups on Tuesday. She emphasized on the importance of food in complementing the uptake of antiretroviral therapy. Charity Jilanga reports.
Sister Mlenga mentioned that people living with HIV and AIDS have higher than normal nutritional requirements, hence the need for the members of the support groups to be food secure. She went on to commend the members of the support groups for making progress in their Irish potatoes farming, which the congregation engaged them in earlier this year. According to Sister Mlenga, this is witnessed by the Irish potato which the members brought, adding that it will be kept safe for their future seed and part of it will be given to new members. One of the members, Macfarlane Mpeketula from Masompenya Support Group, expressed gratitude for the maize, saying most of them are finding it difficult to buy the grain due to higher prices. The distribution is a continuation of a program which they started earlier this year, after discovering that the members of the support groups did not harvest enough maize in the 2023-2024 farming season. The Theresian Sisters are doing this in line with their charism, which is to liberate people from different forms of slavery in forms of ignorance, poverty, and diseases.
Environmental experts are seeing an erosion on the gains of the country registered in using liquefied petroleum gas as a transitional fuel for biomass energy for cooking. This follows a 15% increase of the liquefied petroleum gas from 3,245 Malawi kwacha to 3,740 Malawi kwacha per kilogram, effective the 16th of October 2024. MERA Chief Executive Officer Henry Kachaje said in a statement on Monday that the jump has been fueled by the impact of the depreciation of the Malawi kwacha against other major currencies is having on the landed cost of gas product. In an interview, environmental analyst Matthews Malata says that the development will discourage people and go back to using charcoal, thereby increasing the impact of the environment. Malata explains.
I feel like this is really going to erode some of the gains that we registered as a country, especially by encouraging many other people to start using liquefied petroleum gas as a transitional fuel. Because we know that a lot of people are still using biomass energy for cooking, and this translates into cutting off, trees for firewood and.
The Malawi Electoral Commission has emphasized the critical role of editors and reporters in ensuring accurate information is disseminated ahead of the 2025 general elections. Speaking at an electoral orientation for editors and reporters in Salima on Monday, Chief Electoral Officer Andrew Mpesi highlighted that MEC recognizes the vital role of the media in shaping public perception and its contribution to credible elections. Chandu Mzumara with the details.
Mpesi stressed that the media's primary responsibility is to provide accurate and unbiased news, cautioning against the dangers of irresponsible reporting. He noted that irresponsible reporting can cause distress among the public, and as such, the media plays a crucial role in ensuring elections are conducted peacefully and democratically. According to Mpesi, by acting as a conduit for electoral information, the media serves as a bridge between the electorate and the election process, ensuring voters are well informed.
Oh, that's very important, because wrong information can frame the nation. Accuracy of information to the people is very, very critical. For example, like we are starting voter registration on 21st this month, and then someone says we are starting it on 21st November. That is already disaster, because then people will be thinking like, okay, this district's festive phase is starting at a different date other than the one that we have. Or for example, someone just says, oh, Malaya Electoral Commission is not moving ahead with the program voter registration. That kind of misinformation.
In his address, Secretary for Information and Digitalization Bodwin Chiamaka reiterated the significance of the 2025 general elections for journalists, describing it as a pivotal moment in electoral reporting. He has urged journalists to prioritize accuracy to prevent the spread of misinformation that could mislead the public. Chiamaka has since advocated for a greater focus on human interest stories and encouraged collaboration with citizen journalists to enhance electoral coverage. For Luntha News, this is Tandiwe Mzumara.
Civil society organizations have warned the Legal Affairs Committee of Parliament to tread carefully and not turn their quest to investigate corruption allegations against a Commercial Division High Court judge into a mere public management method, just to quench the fire and public hearts on the matter. The organizations under the banner Anti-Corruption Alliance organization were reacting to revelations that the Legal Affairs Committee of Parliament will be inquiring into the allegations 2 years after the committee conducted another inquiry on similar nature involving the same judge. Chairperson of the committee, Peter Dimba, is quoted as having said that the committee may recommend impeachment of the implicated Justice Kenan Manda. Robert Edward reports.
The matter, which stems from Facebook post by private practicing lawyer who is becoming governance and rights advocate, Alexis Kamangira, alleging misconduct of the judge in the case involving Salima Sugar Company, has further implicated some lawyers and entire judiciary system in corruption allegations. A particular case in point involves Commercial Division of the High Court Judge Kenan Manda on how he handled a case involving Salima Sugar Company versus a company owned by Indian descent individuals and companies, which the outspoken Kamangira alleges there were possible corrupt dealings. Following the Legal Affairs Committee of Parliament's quest to investigate the matter, civil society organizations hope the interventions by the committee is not a public management gimmick to just quench people's anger.
They are demanding accountability from this particular judicial officer and other judicial officers that have been mentioned, because like you rightly said, previously the committee was pursuing this matter, but they discontinued the case.
Chairperson of the committee, Peter Dimba, has since mentioned that the particular judge was transferred from Lilongwe to Blantyre for being implicated in another gas station grab attempt scandal, which the committee also inquired but left it in the hands of the Judicial Service Commission to discipline the judge. Dimba has further been quoted saying the committee would recommend the impeachment of the judge at the end of the investigation should he be found doing misconduct. For Luntha, this is Robert Edward.
You are still watching news on Luntha television, coming to you live from Bishop Navy Media Center in Area 2, Lilongwe. Now do stick around as we'll be back shortly after the break.
Welcome to Share World University. Enroll with us. We are accredited by the National Council of Higher Education in Che, and we offer undergraduate and postgraduate programs at an affordable cost. Entry requirements for undergraduate degrees are MSCE or IGSCE with 6 credits including mathematics and English, and for postgraduate, entry requirements include a bachelor's degree in a relevant field of work. We also offer professional diploma courses for ABMA, ABE, and ICAM, including the bridging course for those with 4 to 5 credits. The requirement for diploma courses is an MSCE. For inquiries, please call 0994 530 245 0993 723 578 0999 262 467 and 0881 843 414 or email us at registrar@shareworlduniversity.ac.mw or info@shareworlduniversity.ac.mw. Enroll with us today at Share World University. Sharing with others, culturally correct.
Are you looking for a good venue for your next event? Welcome to Our Lady of Africa Conference Center, nestled alongside our guest house and delectable restaurant located in the capital city, Lilongwe. Whether it's a corporate meeting, a wedding reception, or a family gathering, we have the space and amenities to accommodate your needs. With good accommodation, facilities, and mouth-watering cuisine, your event is sure to be a memorable success. For more information, contact us on 0997 277 720 or on 0997 452 093. Book now and let us help you create unforgettable moments. Our Lady of Africa Conference Center is located on Likuni Road, about 250 meters from Bypass Roundabout towards Chinsapo. Before the police roadblock, turn to your right, and it is about 50 meters from the tarmac road.
Welcome back. Now let's have a look at our top stories. So once more before we proceed. The 16th General Ordinary Assembly of the Synod of Bishops focuses on decision making. Experts fear hiking of liquefied petroleum gas would affect environment. Rural women in need of empowerment for national development. And in news from elsewhere, Kenya's High Court rejects a move to stop David President's impeachment debate. Moving on the 15th of October, the world commemorates rural women as a way of recognizing their critical role and various contributions in enhancing agriculture and rural development, improving food and eradication of poverty. In Balaka district, Rashida Matandiga reached out to one Agrimajawa, a community gender champion trained in different aspects of development to elevate her life and support other families. She is an evidence of the empowerment and a healthy rural woman. Rashida Matandiga reports.
For Egri Majawa, being a rural woman means being on daily survival mode where beeswax are a daily routine. She told Luntha television that relying on her husband was never entirely a good idea, as most of the times she could cry because there was no food for her children, especially when her then husband abandoned her with 4-year-old triplets to an unknown destination. She had to be strong for the kids and survived on beeswax until AICC, a women empowerment organization, came to the area with a women economic empowerment project. The project encouraged her and other women to participate in cotton production and trained them in different development concepts, including financial management and village savings and loans.
Moyo wanga unasinthika okoti ndithaso kukutsimikizirani uno kuti kuchokera mu uyi ineyo chaka chatha mpaka na chaka chino ganyo sindinapange. Ndikukhala ndikudziwa kuti tima business monga ineyo ndimagwira ntchito ya utelala umatha kudziwa kuti menana tipuzira kuti munthu kuoda umatere ukatero umapeza profit yake motere ndio mazitsata timasoka ndikumagulisa.
In her comment, AICC District Coordinator in Balaka, Khadija Injes, said it is important to help elevate the lives of rural women because they are involved in physical activities in the communities such as agriculture but lack a voice when it comes to decision making.
We want this woman to be able to make decisions on what they grow, how they grow it, and when they grow it. And they should be able to make decisions when they sell their commodities. They should be able to contribute to the decisions, or they should make the decisions together with the spouses on what to do so that their livelihoods change.
AICC is implementing the Women Economic Empowerment in River Extension Planning Area under the Balaka District Agriculture Office, where women are encouraged to participate in cotton production and value-added chain activities, at the same time being encouraged to take roles in decision-making positions. This year, the International Women's Day is being celebrated under the theme, Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress. Rashida Matandika, Luntha TV, Balaka.
In a heart-warming gesture, students from Exploits University celebrated Mother's Day by wishing Baila Maternity Ward in Lilongwe on Tuesday. According to Matthew Zungoma, chairperson of the group, the event aimed at recognizing the vital role mothers play in the society. This year's commemoration was celebrated under the theme, You Can't Pay the Pain of a Mother, but Embrace the Love of the Pain. Emmanuel Chuocha reports.
Students from Experts University marked Mother's Day by visiting new mothers at Waira Maternity Ward, acknowledging the selfless contribution of mothers. In an interview, Matthew Zingonya says they recognize the vital role mothers play in a society, hence donating 300,000 kwacha, including bathing and washing soap, baby powder, salt, sugar, and Vaseline. Ngonya urged fellow youth across the country to be community changers by respecting mothers and having a positive impact on others' lives.
So we feel that it is very, very vital to visit Wairo Hospital so that we shall contribute whatever we have on our pockets, but we really this comes from deep of our hearts from the whole students so that we shall fully help for those who are in need. We're just trying to help the part that we can.
Ngonya called upon all young people to appreciate and respect mothers who shape our nation's future. Shakira Kasim, a new mother who had just welcomed a baby boy, expressed heartfelt gratitude to the students for their thoughtful visit and generosity gift on her special day. The gesture, the students' commitment to giving back to the community and showing appreciation for the motherly love. For Luntha News, this is Emmanuel George.
5-2 of 2024, which has been certified for purpose of appointing a bench of an even number of judges to hear. I certify this petition as raising substantial questions of law